What's up, guys? Welcome to another one. Jordan here. SoulsFit YouTube channel. It's the next day after the last video, which was chest, bicep, delt. Today, hitting a workout, back, tricep, little forearms as well. I do the forearms the same day as back, not as biceps necessarily, just because they tend to get fried more actually doing back than with biceps. So I just kind of finish them off with some actual forearm work. Excited for that today, which is what I'll talk about a little bit. Got a couple new forearm tools, which I got to show you later, but made a DIY rolling thunder, which is right there. Hello, Everett. And also got a new wrist roller. I did try DIYing a wrist roller, just didn't work out. Bought one. We'll see how it goes today. So give you a full review on that, I guess, in another video. Today we're doing the workout. I just finished 2 sets of hanging leg raises with the straps. Like I said last time, start every workout with abs. And let's get started. First movement up is flexion rows. We're going to hit about 9-10 sets of back today, with most of that being rowing. Actually, all of it being rowing today. No vertical pulling. We're going to do barbell rows, machine rows, cable rows. Hitting the rows today for back. So we're going to hit these flexion rows with 140 today. These are essentially a super big range of motion barbell row where you get your thoracic spine to round and extend, and cervical spine, lumbar spine stays relatively neutral. These just light up your back in every way you can imagine. I'll strap up for all the back movements today. Take them off for forearms, obviously. Those suck. Okay, set number 2, flexion rows are very difficult. They do light up your whole back. 140 is not a heavy barbell row by any means, but when you're doing them slow, controlled, with super range of motion, they definitely get hard. I don't know if anyone watched my goals at 30 years old video. Being big and strong was one of them, but also it's staying injury-free and staying mobile. And the best way to do that is full range of motion. And just big range of motions in your exercises. The best mobility work you can do is full range of motion exercises. So that's one reason why I incorporate movements like this. It's not all about throwing around heavy weight, getting the biggest back possible, even though that'd be really nice. It's more about good stimulus for the muscle I'm targeting, full range of motion, injury prevention, mobility inducing exercises. And the flexion row is definitely one of them. So we'll hit set number 2, got 12 on the first set. Try to get close to that here. Whew. All right, 3 sets of the Sciades seated row machine. One of my favorite home gym pieces. Extra volume, take the low back out. Nice chest supported row. A lot of gyms will have a machine like this. We'll stick in this 10 to 15 rep range. That's kind of what I like for back movements. Use these rotating handles here for it. All right, second set. For some reason, this is one I can kind of match my reps usually, maybe get a little more momentum or something, but let it happen. What did I do last time? 12, 13, forget. All right, that's 12. So that wasn't as good. It kind of felt a little bit jerkier. And I think it's just because I'm 1 week post deload. Honestly, you kind of take some time off, even if it's 4 or 5 days. The amount of volume you really need to crush a muscle or to adequately stimulate a muscle, it's quite a bit lower. So don't make the mistake of running back into the same volumes you did pre-vacation or deload week or time off. Start lower. My back workouts before the deload are probably like 12 to 15 sets. Right now I'm going to be at 9 today probably, and even getting a little bit hit hard by it by set 5. So it requires a lot less than you think if you're going hard enough and with the proper form. That'll do. No one might even watch these vlogs, but filming keeps you very honest on form. I definitely feel like I would normally cheat in this situation and be a little sloppier, but with the camera going. Next movement we're gonna hit is another row, hitting this rowing day any more than anything. I'm gonna show you guys this one. This is my favorite home gym rigged up back exercise. It's a cable row. I have to sit on the floor for it. Instead of a narrow triangle grip, I use these, which are little orange. These are called Most grips. Casey grips is another brand. I'm going to grip these, no straps, attached to a wide lat pull down bar in the cable row. It's a whole lot of steps to set up, but it feels great. Dare I say better than the seated row machine that I bought. It's one of my favorite rowing variations, especially in a home gym. So I'll rig it up, show you how it's done. All right, so it's a way to do a wide grip cable row if you don't have a bar for it or a machine for it. Slip my feet under here. I'm grabbing the 2 grips wide. These are kind of like rock climbing holds. It's kind of what it feels like. So you do get a little bit of grip work, but I'm starting to kind of lean towards biasing forearms anyway now in the workout that I'm a couple rows in, and forearms are later, so it's okay. And yeah, these are nice because you get extra range of motion. The bar doesn't hit your chest. You can go extra far back, get the ultimate squeeze you can think of, and cable row is just nice tension too. So brace my feet, squeeze. So those wide cable rows with that grip, with cables in the 15-ish range, ooh, they'll burn, especially after doing other rows that were a bit heavier. So we'll do 3 sets of this, and that'll be 9 sets of back for today, and that'll be it. So 3 rows, no vertical pulls in this one. All right, so hard stuff's over. Now we just hit triceps. Talked about in the last video. Hope you saw it, about why I train chest and bis together, back and tris together. We're gonna do 2 tricep movements, 5 sets total, push downs, and you might be surprised by the next movement I'll show you, but basic. I actually don't want the rope. I'm gonna use bar push downs, about the same weight as I cable rowed. So we're just gonna go right into the bar push downs for 3 sets, get some good tricep volume. All right, we'll hit a couple more sets of push downs. Good dancing. Something kind of funny when you have a home gym and plate loaded machines. So you plate load all your machines and your cable stacks. You like try to pair exercises that don't require a lot of loading and unloading of weights. Like you wouldn't if you had one barbell, you wouldn't want to do deadlifts and then reverse curls, because you'd have to completely load, then unload, and then maybe load again for something else. So push downs, I do like the same weight as the cable rows, just how it works out with how the cables are structured. And that's That's nice. Then after this, I'll do a lighter tricep variation that's only like 25, 30 pounds. And then that's right into what my forearm stuff needs. So it's kind of a nice time saver and energy saver. I don't have to load plates on and off all the time. Don't know if that's a hack or just being lazy, but that's how I do it. Next set. Try to hit 12. All right, 2 sets down. Tricep check. I don't find a lot of value on triceps by like holding that bottom position. You can see I kind of like hit it and come back up. Try to really slow it down on the way up as much as possible and fight that, and then get the full stretch. This way, I find more valuable than like really locking out and forcing it down or holding it down here. I much more prefer a slow eccentric, maybe a pause at the top so you get that stretch, maybe even a little bit of shoulder flexion, and then push down a little more explosively. That's how I prefer to do it. There's right and wrong, maybe. What I've come to realize in my years of training is really that training and exercise variations and form comes down to like, what do you feel the best and progress on the best. Personally, this is how I like it, how I see the most gains. You don't have to do it this way, but it's how I find the most success with the exercise. Okay, next one you might be surprised on. Tricep kickback. This actually gets a lot of hate when I don't really think it needs to. It's a great one to get a little squeeze in your triceps. Good isolator. You're not going to pack on huge slabs of mass, but it is good for tricep pump and contraction. So I like a couple sets of these at the end with these same grips. Just bend over, watch for toddlers, and push back. Really get that arm high behind you. Much better on cables than on the weight. Actually killer, surprisingly. Okay, we got a toddler wanting snacks. One baby awake from his nap. The other one ready to eat a bottle. So we got time crunch here. I'm gonna hit another set of these kickbacks, but we're gonna rush through the forearms a little bit. Kind of want to give these couple forearm tools a try that I made. Rolling Thunder, never tried this before. Essentially, it's a rotating fat handle that you just hold weight for, but it does freely rotate. So you have to stabilize it and kind of just do a deadlift, one-arm deadlift, I guess, with it. I'll see what it's like, if it's any good, and if my DIY version works. And then I got a new wrist roller, which I'll show you. This is their wrist roller. This is from Viking Strength on Amazon. The reason I bought this was because I didn't like any version where I had to have a rope or a chain wrapping around a bar. It kind of moved all over, didn't feel right. This one has a groove in the middle where a strap rolls. So I'm gonna hook that up to a cable and see what that's like. Don't know yet if it's any better, but we'll see. All right, so essentially we're gonna take a loading pin, we're gonna load some plates on it and hook up our DIY Rolling Thunder. I'll start with 90. I don't know what's even hard or not. I've never even tried a real one. All right, hook it up and just pick it up. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's hard. Just go till it fails. It doesn't roll like you'd expect because of no bearing in it. I suppose if you had like a nice bearing system, it would actually be pretty squirrely. It does rotate when you drop it, that's for sure. But right now it's kind of like a fat handle hold, which is fine too, I guess. So we'll use it. So if anybody watches this and in the comments has an idea on to make the DIY version like spin a little more freely, that'd be helpful. because I'm not sure what to change on it to make it spin and be a little more loosey-goosey in there. Yeah, we'll do another set of this. That was 20, 30 seconds each arm, failure, and felt good. Hard, good weight. Don't know if this is respectable or not at all, but here we go again. Oh, it's definitely harder the second time, that's for sure, which is a good sign. Try to not drop it some. Right arm so much stronger. Okay. Good trial run. We will keep using that. Forearms aren't pumped from it, but the grip was challenged endurance-wise with a fat handle, which I think's the point. This is just a fun DIY project. Okay, next we're gonna try this wrist roller, Viking strength. I'll try it from a low position first. Could also do high position, I suppose. But, oh yeah, it's just smoother. My DIY wrist roller, the chain was moving all over the place. Eventually broke. This just feels so much better with the strap and the groove. Just smoother reps, nothing different about the movement. Just a lot easier to isolate. 2 rounds there. I'll try it once also from a high position before I end today's workout. See what I think about that. So if you guys missed my video about goals, I talked about functional strength, which is a stupid term, but my kind of second job as a farmer, you need a lot of grip strength, obviously, to carry stuff. I like to do strongman movements as well, which you need grip strength for. So grip strength is very functional for what I want to do, and I got to include a lot of forearms in my training on purpose. If your goal is just hypertrophy, you probably wouldn't have to do that, but I do what I like. I'll try it from this upper position. Okay, less tension going back. That's interesting. Going down feels almost better contractions curling down with the elbows bent. This is getting very challenging already. Releasing it is almost way easier though. But 2 rounds is about right. Actually, that was more challenging. I don't know, we'll mix it up, call it a different variation of wrist roller. That's it for today, for the workout. I'll check in later with a little training talk, but it's a good one. Back, triceps, forearms. All right, everybody, so we're just chilling now a little bit. Finish up that workout, getting some work done here in the office. You saw back, triceps, and forearms. Kind of got to play around with the new forearm tools a little bit that I bought and made. A lot of my equipment is DIY in the gym. I will do another video. I think maybe the next video on the channel will be a home gym video again about those forearm tools, what you need for a home gym. So subscribe if you're interested in that. And just want to talk a little bit about the functional aspect, like I had mentioned a couple times in training, what my goals are, being 30, not competing in anything necessarily. I use the word functional, which I hardly like as a strength coach, former strength coach anyways, because it's kind of overused. We talk about BOSU balls, balance boards, wobble bars, and stuff like that that people call functional, when really it can just be a time waster. What I see as functional are exercises and techniques that can be applied into your daily life or job to help you perform your best. For me, living in the country, doing a lot of like manual labor type of stuff, I need some power, strength, good work capacity. So being able to handle a lot of work in a given amount of time. And also specifically, I think strong biceps and forearms are really important as you're lifting stuff off the ground, carrying stuff. Exercises like strongman movements where you're lifting odd objects are all very functional to me, actually. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that training style and a big focus on forearms, weighted carries, strongman movements, even extra bicep work for somebody who just wanted hypertrophy and to look better on the beach. It's kind of a waste of energy, to be honest. What you need to be focusing on are the things that you have as goals, and with that, using exercises that feel good for you. That's the thing about fitness that a lot of people get wrong, is that it's all super individualistic. depending on what feels and works best for you. There's no magic solution or one size fits all necessarily. It's all about what works for you the best. So my favorite bicep exercise might be a 2-arm cable curl. Yours might be a preacher curl because you feel the biceps the best and see the most growth with that. It doesn't mean that you're right and I'm wrong, or I'm right and you're wrong. It just means that we feel different exercises better in different ways. Splits and exercise selection are the same way. Like, maybe with what I need to do, I need more lower rep work, and maybe I need to train the lower body more often or something like that. That doesn't make it the best split for everybody. It makes it the best split for my situation. So you need to kind of plug in these different things to your situation and find out what actually is functional for you, what's going to work for you and your own goals and your job and your sport. Specificity is a big key to training. So be specific with what you want to train for, work on those things, eliminate your weaknesses, and you will definitely perform, look, and feel better. And that'll be it for today. Thank you for watching this video. We will wrap this one up. Next video on the channel will be home gym forearm tools, followed by maybe an arm workout vlog. So thank you for watching, and peace.